Hi, and welcome back. We are going to take part in doing the second portion of the Hillbilly bacon today. And the bacon has been in the refrigerator for the last week. It's been set with all the cure that we've put on it with the sugar. And so I'm going to pull the bacon out of the refrigerator here. And here we go. And this is what we've kind of done every day for the past 7 days. We've taken this, you flip it, and just kind of rub it around a bit, and then put it right back in the refrigerator. And just alternate every day. So we've done that, and now what happens is this meat is going to go into a cold water bath for 30 minutes. So I have taken and filled my sink with cold water. I'm now going to take this over and just remove it from the bag, and straight into the bath it goes. And I'll get all that excess sulfites and nitrates and salts off before we put it in. So that's going to sit for a half an hour, and then we will be back and show you it going into the smoker, how we're going to prep it. Okay, so our meat has been soaking for a half hour. I've gone ahead and drained the meat, and in the meantime I've set my smoker at 220 degrees to go ahead and preheat. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the pieces of meat, one pepper penny. Place it up one here, and if you noticed I put on some gloves. It's not a proctological exam for the pig or anything, it's just that I'm going to be getting a little sticky here, and I figured it'd be better to go ahead and wear some gloves instead of getting it sticky all over me. And what we're going to do is we now patted off the majority of that water. You're going to take this, you're going to get some real maple syrup, not like Mrs. Buttersworth's or anything like that. Real pure maple syrup. A little more expensive, but it's well worth it. You're going to go ahead and drizzle that on the meat. Just like so. You're going to rub that in. Rub that around, get it good and gooey. You're going to do that on both sides. I'll put down a cutting board under here to catch any of the excess that runs off so it doesn't get all over the counter. And just give it a good coating. I don't really measure. Just kind of look at it and say, oh, that looks good. Okay, we're going to do that with both of the hunks of meat that we have here. Do is place that rack on top. That way my meat is already separated. And again, pat it off a little. Get that excess water off. And again, pure maple syrup. Give that a good rub. This particular syrup is right here from Pennsylvania. I'll go ahead and put a little more on the opposite side. Okay, so we've got the meat all prepped. Now I'll go ahead and meet you at the smoker. Okay, so here we are at the smoker. I've went ahead and preheated it at 220 degrees. I've got my thermometer. And we're about 213 right now. We're not quite up to 220, but that's close enough. We'll go ahead and drop this down in. Place our meat in here. What I'll do is grab a hold of that probe, pull it out, and shove it right here into the meat, right into the center. And that goes right in here on the top rack. Next one is next rack down. And there we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get the smoker set with some hickory. I like to use a sawdust when I do this. It just tends to smoke better for me. Hickory will tend to give it a stronger flavor. I like a strong smoked flavor. If you want something a little milder, go with an apple or a cherry, one of your fruit woods. That'll give it a milder flavor for you. So we'll go ahead, leave this, get to smoking. I'm going to crack the damper about half open and let her go, and we'll come out and check the meat periodically and rotate it, and we're going to go to an internal temperature on the meat of 140 degrees. Okay, so we're back out at the smoker. We've reached 140 degrees, as you can see here with our temperature gauge, our thermometer. So our internal temperature is now 140. So we're going to go ahead and shut off the smoker. And we'll go ahead and let that cool down a little bit, get the smoke out. When you look at this, it almost looks like it's not done. But you have to remember, you have 3 things left to do. You're going to pull this out of the smoker. You're going to go ahead and slice it. Then you're going to fry it just like you would bacon. And then the last thing to do is just enjoy. So, hope you all enjoy hillbilly bacon as much as I do.